Hey guys, welcome back to the Brigade podcast episode 77. My name's Mike and everyone here's Sam.
Yo, what up, guys? And boy, we've got an exciting episode for you guys.
Yeah.
But first, let's just. I'm gonna get some breaking news that just happened like a couple minutes ago. I ordered a computer, a laptop, a notebook, whatever you want to call it. I ordered a new machine.
What is it? Is it a
The
laptop, computer,
Oman,
notebook?
something. It's a HP Oman.
Oh man.
Oh man. Um,
So we back
with
in
an
on it.
i9 core and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'll tell you more about it in detail when I get the machine in the next couple of days, hopefully.
Do,
So stay tuned for that.
do you know the ETA on it or no?
It's apparently 1 to 3 days, I'd say.
Oh, okay. That shouldn't take long then.
Yeah.
So, what, by
And
Friday? Right? Yeah.
here in
Yeah.
Australia, yes. As of this recording, yes. Correct.
Ooh. Leo.
So yep, exciting times ahead.
Yeah. You can actually play Thingamajigger again.
I can do some great recordings. I can play some great video games. There will be a lot of things great.
Yeah, and you can actually get off
Let's
your
see.
phone.
I can record using a headphone instead of my AirPods that I'm using. But these
Yay.
AirPods serve me justice and they are still good.
Good enough for the recording, I
Outside of
guess.
that, with a incredible last 2 weeks. We did get the Switch 2 if you paid attention to our Twitter. Uh, cool console, but we'll get more details later on. Outside of that, kind of crazy this weekend. Not weekend, just this week in general. Like everything's been crazy.
Everything's been dropping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
gotta
I
keep
don't
up.
know. Yeah, and it's gonna get even crazier the upcoming week ahead. Like, what better than that?
Break.
Mm,
Rest me eyes, rest me legs.
fair enough.
Yeah.
All right then, let's talk into um probably biggest story of the. Actually, no. Let's talk about something more recent. Let's talk about the King's birthday. Um,
Radio.
because here in Australia, it's the Queen's birthday public holiday
Well, here
with
in
the day
Sydney.
off. Yep, yeah, here in Sydney, I think Victoria also has it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Queensland did not get the public holiday.
Nor
Um,
did Perth. Lamar.
okay. Yeah, I've got no idea why that is the case. Why like certain places have it, other places don't. Especially since like the king is not even from Australia; it's from Great Britain. Um, King Henry. Is
Charles.
it King Henry? Oh, is it King? Oh, see, bro, that's how important he is.
Uh, King is just like
So King Edwards,
Henry.
yeah. So King
uh,
Edwards, the fifth, right?
King
Is it, bro? I don't know who
Edward.
it
King
is.
Charles. I said it's King Charles.
Oh, King Charles, the third.
The second. Oh no, actually, he's the third. Sorry, I misread it. Yeah,
Oh, I
King
got that
Charles the
right.
third.
King Charles the Third, the current ruling king who took over from the monarchy from Queen Elizabeth. Um,
At least you know her
since
name.
yeah, tragic passing. But good man, King Charles, good man. Um, so shout out to King Charles. Did he
Yeah.
give a speech?
What? What do you mean?
I don't know, it's his birthday, and it's a public holiday here in Australia. Like, I thought maybe he'd give a speech in Britain.
I mean, the thing is, that every in different parts of the world, he has a different birthday for his holiday, so it's not on one day. So it's really weird to be
Fantastic,
honest.
fantastic,
Yeah,
fantastic. Okay, so anyway, we get an extra day off, and
his birthday's actually like November. That's the funny part. So he is far
happy
off.
early birthday, King Charles.
King Henry. Yeah. Sorry, that was too funny.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I don't know, like, we got the whole public holiday. Yeah, it was a good day.
Look, it was an extra day.
Uh,
I feel like I need the extra week, but here we are.
you complain that you get an extra day, and then you kind of be happy with the extra day. You need an extra week.
Yeah.
Like, what if I told you next week? What if I told you next week you are now working 6 days a week for that 1 week? Like,
Six
workers' comp. So,
days.
like, what?
6 days.
Companies comp. So, like, yeah, 6 days.
Oh, I'll be happy because that's every day,
What?
every week.
What did you say?
I'll be happy.
Well, you'd be happy with what I just said.
Isn't that? Did I missay what you said?
Yes, you misheard me. I said, what if there was something called like company comp, where like the company gets compensation and makes you work an extra day on that week?
Oh, I thought you said company
Look,
compensation. It makes you take 1 day extra
no,
off.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about like the company gets compensated for all those days you took off.
Yeah, no, they're not taking another day from me.
You're like, yeah, this is like, yeah. I'm like, there's no way. I think you genuinely misheard me. I think you genuinely. I was like, what is this guy saying? Like, you complaining for 1 day, so if I take away that 1 day, like like you wouldn't be complaining. So like, you know
See,
what
if
I
I got
mean?
the extra week, I would have heard you properly. It's been a long day today.
This guy would then say it's been a long month.
Been a long week, I can tell you that. Actually has though. It's been really busy this week. Last week.
Do you know what's funny? You said been a long week. It's the first week of the month, so technically for you, it's been a long month.
Yeah. See, there you go. There you go.
Bro, do you want to make it better? Like,
What?
ask your company for like workers' comp, and they'll chuck a pizza party. Like, what better way do you want than that?
Chocolate pizza party. I like that. That'd be good.
Why would you just agree to that, bro? You should be agreeing. Like, you should be
Money.
disagreeing to me. Exactly. You should be like, no, they should offer me a pay rise.
They should. But also take the pizza party. I'll take bro.
God, that's so stupid.
Too tired to think
Okay,
critically.
I'm gonna hear you with a question. I'm gonna hear you with a question.
What's
Genuine
up?
question, right?
Mm,
Okay, like you are working in a company, right?
yes.
Okay, you've got like one thing you can remove from the company, yeah, and one
Yes.
thing you can add from a company, right? And this is
Okay.
a general company, not your specific company. Because, like, for example, you might be like, you know what? I'm talking about a general company because not every company is Google where there's like all these employee benefits. I'm talking
Okay.
about like just a standardized company, right?
Okay.
You could take out one thing, you can add one thing. What would you take out? What would you add?
I would take out what would I take out? I had an idea, but now I have more than one idea. What would I take out? When you mean take out, do you mean remove something that's already implemented kind of thing? Like something that's already standard?
Well, what about you can remove anything, bro. Like
Anything.
you could be like what's it called? You could say like I don't want company hierarchy, so like everyone on play field, or you could say I want to remove the water cooler in the company break room. Like it can be
Who
anything.
would
It could
say
be like from
that?
I don't know. I need an example of an item. So like
Look, genius strategy. This will never happen. Remove a working day from the week, then add an extra weekend day. So there you go, boom.
no, that's not removing and adding because if you remove a working day, you're automatically adding a weekend, an extra day off. So what's the thing you'd actually add?
I would add
So you'd have remove 5-day mandatory working days to make it
Yes.
4 days. Okay, and then what would you add?
I'll add. Ooh, this one's actually a bit of a harder one. Sorry, it's just thinking of the possibilities that we could add to a business to make it so much more better.
And by the way, I'm talking in a hypothetical, so like anything's possible.
It's for a stupid idea. No, I can't say that's stupid. I need like an actual. I need an actual ID. What would I add to a business to make it better? I don't know, like, oh, um, a mandatory place where you can take a nap. There you
Okay,
go.
okay.
Boom. You know what my first thought was?
Okay.
Putting reverse card. So when someone asks, you can use once a day. Someone asks you to do something, you're like, no, you. That's my initial thought. But I'm like, that sounds too dumb.
Oh,
Imagine your boss comes in and tells you to do something that's like really like time consuming and just like he throws your schedule off. No, you do it.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, jeez.
What a great question to ask.
What do you suggest?
Me, what do I suggest,
Yeah,
bro? What do I suggest? Okay, you want to know what I suggest?
go for it.
Okay, the removal. Yeah. Okay. I think I got it, bro.
Okay. What is it? Speak your word.
Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to see how this would work. I'm trying to visualize it. I'm more of a visual man.
Just trying to
Like, you know what
articulate
I
it.
mean? Like, exactly. Exactly. Opening up paint.exe and just drawing it out the layout.
Bro's doing a whole Gantt chart. Bro's figuring out the timeline for what he's gonna
Of course,
implement.
at the time, I'm figuring out the feasibility. I'm figuring out. Okay,
Then he's gonna
ready?
draw a frame of King Charles V.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm gonna say right.
Yeah.
I want to remove office buildings so it's permanent working from home.
Ooh, okay. And what do you
Okay, I
add?
think that's like the greatest thing. What? Yeah. Okay. And then I reckon like
Yeah, I find this. I found this. I found adding something way more difficult than removing. Because removing, you at least have a baseline of what you could do, since you're just doing based on like what is
yeah,
standard.
no. My adding is gonna go. My adding is gonna go like company Uber Eats your lunch meals.
Company Uber Eats your lunch meal.
Exactly, bro.
So
You sit there, you're working, and the company's like, you need to pick me up, and then just Uber Eats comes in with the food. Like, how mad is that? You're sitting there working from home. Oh, this is boring. And then the company's like, yo, what do you want from Uber Eats? And then you pick like,
what
I want the 5-star luxurious meal from over there. So here you go.
would they pay for it?
Oh, yeah, I told you for free.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, on the company credit card. And you're like,
The company's gonna
my
go in
goodness,
debt so
dude. Just something
quick.
like okay, I'm gonna tell you like for example, right?
Yeah.
Like you're sitting there and you're like, bro, can you imagine that? Like you're sitting there and then it's like lunchtime comes and it's like you could pick your own meal, and then that means like you know what I mean. You could pick like anything, bro. Like you
I
know what I
mean,
mean.
that tends to happen. It's just you just go get it.
No, but that's not the point. I want authentic Chinese imported from China via Uber Eats, and they'll get it for me.
Imported from China. What is it? The Uber freaking jets.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
The Uber
Exactly.
Mark 10 jet. Oh, jeez. The Uber stealth bomber. Uber Rayquaza.
Anyway, yeah, that's what I have. If anyone has any good ideas, write them in the comment section. Write down what would you add and remove from a business. general business, because like other businesses are different. For example, my bro where he works has to wear casual. Where I work, I can rock up in my anime gear, and no one will question me.
That's good.
So you're like every company is different. So
Yeah.
just like the most generalized thing you can think of. All right, I want to talk about something. In my opinion, like probably the one of the most important things here in Australia. I want to talk about. I know we don't talk about sport a lot, but we got to talk about it. We're footy fans, so we get to talk about it as well.
Yeah.
It's the State of Origin, the biggest rivalry in Australia, with the New South Wales Blues versus the Queensland Maroons. Um, the New South Wales went up 1-0 into the series. Yeah, baby, let's go.
Oh,
Um, happened a couple. I don't know. It's been like what 2 weeks now, and the
I
next
think
game
so.
is happening again in 2 weeks. So we just saw the squad lineups, and dude, I actually think like the Blues might whitewash this series, so it might be just 3-0.
Damn.
I'm predicting that, but who knows? Anything can happen because this, like we've seen crazier stuff on the Origin field. Yeah. So I want to talk about this a bit because again, like this is one of the biggest sporting. Apparently, like a lot of people outside of Australia also watch this, which is crazy. Apparently, like the TV ratings outside Australia is wild for this.
For the
I
origin?
didn't know that. Like yeah, like you know, because like NRL is not the biggest thing
Hmm.
here, like outside of Australia and like probably England, but they've got Super League, so it's pretty much the same, near the same game. You know what I mean? So I didn't
Radio.
really think it was, but apparently like the Origin is like so big that like pretty much every. Well, to be fair, NRL is getting bigger with the Las Vegas
That's what I was gonna
stuff.
say.
But yeah,
Do we know where it's most like where it's mainly viewed outside of Oz? Or like nah. Like, do we have numbers or not?
oh no, I can't bother to look up the numbers because like
Do you have a
I don't know, I
generalization?
don't know, like no, it's not that. It's like everyone just fakes numbers, so you need the actual. I don't know where they. I know I guess their specific numbers, but right now, like it's probably like I have to sift through all this random stuff to go back weeks and weeks for them to post where they posted it. Um,
No, okay, that's fine.
yeah, but I think US is pretty. Well, US has a big percentage, but like I think it's more like obviously the biggest is Australia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, but I think US has a small portion of it. When I say small, I mean like it's the biggest out of I think one of the rest. Maybe England has a bigger portion. Maybe actually England got a bigger portion. Um, yeah,
Huh. Alright.
but yeah,
I mean
it's kind of crazy.
I'm not surprised that what do you call it? Um what is it called? Like you know, the UK is the highest what? Surprised it's like viewed like in American stuff as well.
No, like it's easy, but like when I take videos, it's like a bro. It's not like everyone watches it. It's like what like a very very small minute popular. You know what I mean? But I think it's one of the
Yeah.
biggest. I think England is the big outside Australia. England is like the biggest. Um, yeah, it is England the biggest, and then like America's up there, but it's like you know what I mean. It's still tiny comparison to like Australia.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, Force Cycles it's
Yeah,
not even there and you know.
dude, I can't. This year is gonna be also. Can't wait for like the final game here in New South Wales is gonna be incredible because this next game is in Perth and that's pretty far away.
Huh, why not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. It's such a like I don't know. It's such an entertaining thing to watch. Um,
I mean it's fun,
mm,
it's
yeah,
enjoyable.
I don't know how much more detail I want to go into it because there is a lot more things I want to talk about, and I'd love to go. I'd love to dive into this more.
Yeah. But too much
I'm
stuff.
gonna say like I'll just go a bit more. Yeah, like I thought some of the plays were outstanding. Um, yeah, I genuinely enjoyed watching like some of the players play. They were really good. Yeah, I thought that Simbin. I thought that was a crazy moment. Like I didn't think they'd call that just because like I thought Origin was ref differently.
Hmm.
Because they're a bit like softer with like high tackles and stuff. But then like I guess they're not anymore.
I guess it depends on the ref.
Yeah, I do agree. But like, cause like usually for I know is like the sometimes like there's a lot of high tackles and they don't call it because like they want to up the beef. But then when I saw the Simi went like with the tackle mid I was like I thought they were gonna like let that go, but they didn't. Uh,
Yeah.
but that's fair. That's probably my only gripe with it, just because like yeah, because I remember a couple like was it last year when the send off, which was wild. I thought that was like stupid.
Is the one for the fight? Or was this something
No,
else?
the one
Is it
where like the guy launched with his hands and took his head off. Uh
launched with his hands? Sorry, I might
no,
just be
like he
misremembering.
launched and he didn't do any wrapping motion and his shoulder hit the guy's head.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and
like in,
then
in any game, it would have been a send off, but like I thought instead of they would have seen in them, which they didn't
right.
because they did the send off. Which I look, I'm gonna be honest, like I thought it was so dangerous. I was like, all right, no, deserved. But like State Origin was like they ref differently. So, but like it is what it is.
It is what it is. It depends, I guess. Depends.
Still
Depends on
spectacular
the
game.
depends on the roughing and depends on what they're feeling that day.
Mm.
Because the roughing is inconsistent,
Mm.
as per normal.
No, that is true. But what I'm trying to say is like usually for Origin, like they like how do you say it? Like they let like stuff go more just to
Yeah,
increase the intensity. Like sometimes the hard tackle, like yeah, they don't call it. They're like, you know what I mean. Whereas in Oregon, they would just straight away call it. You know, that's what I'm trying to get at.
yeah, they're just a bit more loose, I guess. Loose with the goose.
But outside of that, I thought this game was fantastic from a Blues perspective. If you want a neutral, I thought the game was okay. I thought last year's game three was incredible. That's my thoughts. I thought last year's game three was, as a neutral fan, it's like way more entertaining than last year's game three.
Right.
But as a Blue supporter, like I said, like I'm pretty happy with the results this year, and hopefully they keep it up. I think, like I said, I think we'll win this game too. So up the Blues, baby.
Up the Blues. Hopefully they can.
Yeah.
It'd be a sweep for the third one then, potentially.
Okay. It'll be if it's a sweep, it'll be the first sweep the Blues had in many years.
Yeah. Long time.
All right. Enough about sport. Let's talk about probably the biggest news headline worldwide in the gaming space, of course.
Yeah.
And that is the launch of Nintendo Switch 2, which again
Nintendo
is a new
Switch
era
2.
for what you say?
I'll just say Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, so this is a new era for Nintendo in their continuation of their handheld device. Bro, okay, I'm here with this, bro. When was the last time like Nintendo has made like an actual console that's like not handheld? Because like I consider the Nintendo more handheld than it is TV.
The Wii U then?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because the Wii U's
Because like
gamepad kind of dookie, to be honest. And you
it's because
really,
like for me, I sit there. It's like a lot of people consider like the Wii, and then it's a Nintendo Switch as like a handheld console, right?
yeah, it is, to be honest.
I consider it not because I use it more on the TV.
Oh
But I can
yeah,
see where
but
everyone's coming from. You know what I mean?
I mean, its biggest advertisement is that you could literally take it with you.
Correct.
Yeah. Like, why have
Okay.
a console that's at your home and a separate console in your pocket when you can have one that's both? That's basically what it was, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
All right, but before we go into Nintendo Switch 2, I want to do more of a I want to do a console of history for a bit. Um, what I mean by that is I want to go through some old consoles just for a bit. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll talk about I reckon three things from that. Okay,
Okay.
the first would be what's like that console's best feature. The
Okay.
second would be the best game on that console, and what we consider the best game. So, sorry, the first thing was what we consider the best feature. Number 2 is what we consider the best game on that console, and number 3, what we considered was absolute trash of a game.
Okay, I mean,
Look,
that wouldn't be
I
easy,
want
but
I want
sure.
to just discuss that. Because I want to see like this will get like some console evolution type of stuff. Okay, so what was the earliest console that I reckon
You cut off, what'd you say?
that we can remember? That we can remember.
ROM once in general.
Just in general, just in general. It could be the Xbox. I think like the PS1,
GameCube. I don't know.
GameCube. If you
Uh,
don't remember worst and best game, we could just talk about the console. If we don't know anything, we just skip it.
okay. I guess so. What?
Was it
Like
a
this, right?
GameCube?
What's up with the
No,
GameCube?
not GameCube. I never. Did you play the GameCube?
No, I haven't personally.
No,
I just know.
Game Boy. Game Boy.
No, I played. We played that.
Was it Game Boy Color or Game Boy?
I think it was the Game Boy Advanced, which is different from
Game
the
Boy
Game
Advance.
Boy, which is different
Oh
from the
yeah,
Game Boy Color and Game Boy. No, very similar though, to an extent.
dude. All I remember was that it was a cool handheld. The device.
Yeah, I mean that's the selling feature was it was handheld and you could play games on it.
Yeah.
And do good games. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's jump.
What we're
Let's
jumping
do
to.
the PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1. Well, what was the best feature of the PlayStation 1?
Dude, I think it's just the best because, like, for us, well, considering, I'm going to say from our perspective, right?
Yeah,
It was probably the first, like, console that we ever played, you know?
true it was.
So I thought the best feature was, like, just like you could put it on TV.
Okay.
Like,
I
with a
mean,
bigger screen.
sure, I mean, that's every console.
No. What I'm saying is that if you think about it, you're going from the Game Boy, which is like a tiny ass screen, to like the TV.
Right.
Wouldn't you consider that like a like that's like a massive upgrade? Like when I was young, about oh that's awesome, you know what I mean?
I get what you mean. But I remember playing PlayStation before I even played the Game Boy.
Oh,
So,
you did the other way around. Maybe we did do it the other way around.
yeah.
Okay, I don't really know, bro. Like probably skip this one. Now. Let's go to the Xbox.
No, Xbox.
Let's get to the original Xbox.
I think its
Okay,
interface was really cool, personally. It was really unique.
I'm gonna say I think the joysticks because on the original PlayStation there was no joystick. The PS1.
Yeah, it was just analog
Yeah. The joystick was
buttons.
the coolest thing. The cool. Okay, best
Joysticks.
game on it and worst game.
Well,
What the best game is?
hmm?
I don't think there's a debate what the best game is.
Yeah, for real.
We've played Kung Fu Chaos.
That's a really good game. I actually really like that game. That game might be the best
The
game.
game's incredible.
There's a lot of good contenders on Xbox. Original Xbox. There's a lot of good games on original Xbox, but there's also a lot of stinker games. I don't remember any of the stinker games off the top of my head though. Like, genuinely. Like, I'm like trying to remember actually what like a stinker. What's a bad game on the Xbox? Hmm. Generally, I don't even remember what is a bad game on the
No, I
Xbox.
think I know. Like, okay, I don't remember what the game called, but like this airplane battle game, that shit was so stupid because I was terrible at the
Airplane.
game.
Okay, well, I mean, you think it's bad
You
because
were
it's
terrible at
terrible?
the game too. We used to play together. You were terrible at the game too.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying I was good, but it's like I love that. It's like this game's terrible because I'm
Free with
bad
the
at it.
Xbox. We got the game with we got Halo 2
That's great.
and we got like the airplane game. And we played the airplane game and we like played it once and we never touched it again.
True.
Like it was that bad. I just don't remember what the game was called.
Don't remember either. I kind of remember the cover, but that's it.
All right, we'll move on from the Xbox.
Next one we would have played would have been what?
The Wii.
Yeah.
Dude, by the way, I'm not counting PC on this list.
It's either
Just
the
doing
Wii or the
consoles.
PS3, one or the other. I can't
No,
remember.
hold on. Back up a bit. We're gonna do the DS.
Yes, okay. I mean, it's kind of obvious what its best features. Dual screen, one of them is being
We'll
touchscreen.
combine that together. What?
I think the touchscreen and the dual screens for the DS are the best feature
I
for it.
was gonna say dual screens. Yeah,
Yeah, because like a lot of games use that quite well, like the feature in general.
I liked it. I liked it. That was crazy good.
Yeah, and then you can close and just fit in
What
your pocket.
What is the best game on the DS?
There's a lot. There's a lot of games on the DS actually.
I've got two in my brain.
What? What are they?
You can go ahead first.
I don't know. I'm still
I'll give you the
thinking
chance.
because I'm like, I
All right.
mean, I think one of them is Pokemon, but like,
But you know which one?
which one? I'd probably say.
This is the DS, not
I
the
would
3DS.
say yeah. No, I'd say probably Heart Gold and Soul Silver. It's either
I'll go
that.
for Silver.
It's either that or Black or White 2, one or the other. Quite
Okay.
close.
Is that on the DS? Black
Yeah.
and white?
Yeah.
All right, all right. I'm gonna say the best game I think, right?
Yeah.
It's a tie for me between like Mario Luigi Bowser's Last Story.
I mean, that's also a really, really good game.
Yeah, but then I think I rate this one slightly higher. Cooking Mama, bro. The game goes so hard
Okay, maybe I don't
when I was
100%
young.
agree with you with that.
What do you mean, fam?
It was an alright game. I think I liked the other games more.
Cooking Mama was so fire. I was this close to because I got a DS. I was this close when I saw it at like CX picking it up again. But then I saw the price was like $50. I was like, no. This game was incredible, bro. This game, like in my opinion, like maxed out the stylus
Probably,
usage
yeah.
because it uses so many different techniques. Look at worst game. I already got one. I already got one.
You already got one, bro. I didn't even
Of
consider one.
course,
What?
bro. I'm gonna say it and it's like understandable.
Okay.
You ready?
What?
Big Brain Academy.
I guess it's like a teaching game for people.
Bro, like no, what, I'm like think about this. I'm talking about perspective when I was young, right?
Yeah.
Why would I want to play like some game that throws math questions and stuff in my face when I'm
You
already doing that
need
in
to
school?
learn.
Like right now, I'd be like, I'd appreciate the game, right? Other than the fact that the microphone sucked ass for that game,
That's funny.
but because I remember I played like the speaking level, where you could not beat that shit because like it pick up everything incorrectly that you were saying.
I mean, yeah, because DS's microphone was bad.
Yeah, it was like the most jank thing.
It was so
So like,
bad.
yeah, but like, what's it called? So, but like, back then, like when I was a kid, like right now, like if you told me to play it, I'd be like, all right, yeah, like why not? Like just like test my arithmetic skills. Like let's see how fast I can do stuff. Back then, like I'm out of school. You know what I mean? The weekend, like this is the one game I don't want to be playing.
Yeah.
I'm at home. You know what I mean? I want a game, and this is the game. Like, can you imagine that? You sit there, like, oh, like the only game I have, like your friend gives you the DS to play. The only game I have is like Big Brain Academy. Like, bro, my fist is flying at him. I'm dive bombing him. Like, I'm gonna jump him. Like, you know what I mean?
That's funny. I have to do this. Oh, give me a big.
And then you see little me just jump, like all you see is like,
That's funny.
woo, Because can you imagine? Like, it's a YouTube short, and we'll give you Big Brain. All you see is like big jumping.
What's the word? Drawn to Life is also a good game. I remember. There's another game on top of my head now. I've forgotten though.
Worst games.
Worst game. What is the worst game on the DS?
Because I was like, Draw to Life is not a bad game. That's why when you brought it up, I was like,
no, I was saying that's a
there ain't no
great game.
Yeah, no, I know.
I had another game that was like good, but I can't remember. I'm trying to think. What is a bad game on the DS? What is a bad game?
I'm justified with my answer.
Huh?
I'm justified with my answer. I don't think there's a worst game.
Justified. I don't know. It's probably some.
No, but something you must have played, and like when you were young, you must have been like you didn't like it.
This is but
Maybe a hard game or something. What's the game that was hard?
on the DS.
Maybe because maybe that
game's hard
might
on
like when you were
DS?
young, like that would like sway your opinion.
I'm trying to think of a game on the DS that was.
Like, what I mean is that like when you were young, maybe like it was too hard. You like ejected the game and threw the cartridge on the ground, like something like that. Maybe that happened.
I don't know actually. I can't think of one that's like bad.
Dude, I thought of a game for the Xbox.
What? It's bad.
The Lego Star Wars, the one we played, like the sequel trilogy. No, not sequel. The prequel trilogy.
You're saying that's bad?
No, that was a good game.
Oh, okay.
That game was fire.
For a second, I thought you said it was bad. Very confused.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of a bad game for the DS.
Crash the Mutant, yeah.
I was gonna say I also remember the great game on the DS.
Yeah.
Actually, two great games: Dragon Quest Rocket Slime.
Yes,
So
that game's incredible.
to this day, I'm pretty sure it's the only Dragon Quest game I've actually played. And
Play another Dragon Quest game. You did play another Dragon Quest game.
did I?
Yeah, Dragon Quest Builder on the
I never
Nintendo
played
Switch.
it. I never played the game.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I thought you might have played it when you were over.
No.
My bad.
What is it? What's the word? Legend of Zelda: The Four Swords, the DS.
Yes.
The free game you get like after a bit.
Yeah, the free game for the anniversary.
Yeah, that game was actually really good for a free game, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Pretty
because
cool.
you can play 2 players. The game was awesome.
You can play 2 player, you can play 3
Any
player, you
Lego
can play
game
4
on the
player.
DS, by the way, was incredible. What was that?
You can play 2, 3, or 4.
Oh yeah, you can.
And then if you had Mario Kart, you could also share it with like everybody. So I mean, that game.
That was the greatest thing when we were on school trips. Like everyone brought a DS, and one guy would have Mario Kart, and just everyone would play it.
Yeah. Someone would be one
Dude,
character,
okay,
everyone would be Shy
I've
Guy.
got another game.
Yeah.
Party.
Huh?
Yes.
Sorry, like you got suddenly really quiet. What'd you say?
Party DS.
Wii Parties, what you said?
Mario Party.
Oh, Mario Party. Well, I heard it was Party. So I'm like, what is Party?
Mario Party DS.
Nah, okay. You know, it was a good game. Because, like, yeah, you'd play the finger, and then you'd... Oh, wait, what?
It was a bad game.
Mario Party DS.
Yeah, because, I'm going to tell you why I thought it was a bad game, right?
Because you're bad at it?
Okay. So, no, okay. I when I was a kid, this game was like the bane of my existence, okay?
Okay.
And when I am now, like, as I grew up and I played it again, like, it's not as bad as I said it was, right?
Okay.
But I'm taking this perspective when I played as young, right?
Sure.
So you play the board and then you have to verse the boss at the end when you come first, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
To progress the story.
So you just sucked at the boss?
Bro, when I was a kid, no one could beat the Piranha Plant boss.
Well, no.
Even you struggled with it. I remember, you're like, bro, how do you beat this thing? I was like, I've got no clue.
Actually? I don't remember.
Yeah, bro.
I remember playing the other bosses.
You could play like Boss Raid or something, but like Bowser was not unlocked because we never got to the last stage.
Isn't Bowser just like the cubes? Later. The cube stuff.
The what?
Bowser's just cubes, isn't he?
Bowser cubes? What are you talking about?
The Bowser boss fight. He becomes like a trail of cubes.
Maybe. But that stupid Piranha Plant boss, was the worst thing of ever existence.
I don't know, from the sounds of things, you just sound like you had a skill issue.
It was a skill issue. I'm not complaining. Like, outside of that, I think the game was fine. I actually had a good time playing the game. But, this boss was the bane of my existence.
Yes, you just have to get... I mean, if you played it now, you'd probably be fine. But yeah.
Okay, what about this? Okay, what about Crash with the Mutant Titans? I didn't like that game, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad to be on the worst. Was that one of the worst?
I don't even remember that game. I've played it, but I don't remember much about it at all. So maybe maybe that might be a reason for it to be bad. But I think that's one of my first Crash games. So I was like, you know what I mean? I think that was really one of my first ones.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on to the next handheld. Let's do how do you say it?
What 3DS? Or you going to
3DS? Yeah, 3DS. Let's just get to the 3DS.
Oh, best and
most. What was best feature? I did not like 3DS/2DS, by the way, not just the 3DS.
I don't even know what's its best feature. What, the biggest screens? I guess you can run better games.
So apparently they kept pushing the 3D as their best feature, but then we both did not get the 3D version, so we got no idea how the 3D version was actually.
I saw someone use it. It does something very particular. Like it uses like eye tracking, but the thing is, it was kind of butt cheeks. At least I found the butt cheeks. But then they made like a
they full advertised it in ass cheeks.
yeah. I just think it sucked, and then like because it just looked weird. I could see where they're going with, but I'm like, I'd rather have it off. But then they also released like a
Fair enough.
newer version of the 3DS, which was outright better. But I never used I never saw one of those in
No,
person.
never did I.
So.
Never.
But people were like, "Oh yeah, the 3D is so much better." I'm like, "Cool." I wasn't like this in the
Yeah, no.
beginning.
I think the coolest feature was the AR stuff.
Yeah,
AR games you could
alternate
play.
reality.
But outside of that,
I
like
think all those
there
games
was
are butt cheeks though.
no, they had the one game where you shoot stuff that was kind of cool.
Was it?
And then they had mine came with cards that when you put it and like Link appears on the card, it was like kind of cool.
That one were like some balloon of Mario appears. Oh, that was butt cheeks. I found the butt cheeks. I can just play an actual game and enjoy myself.
Yeah, fair enough. No, I thought that was a cool feature. I never thought it was like it was incredible. But yeah,
Incredibly. Best and worst game.
For the original DS, I thought of another incredible game.
What?
Ninja Town.
Yeah,
What
I'm
a good time.
surprised you haven't mentioned that because you played it often.
Okay.
We chat about it often at least.
Mm. And then they made a sequel on the iPhone called Ninja Town Trees of Doom, and then never appeared again.
Yeah, I don't know what
You
happened
can't
to
even
the Switch.
download it now.
Unfortunate, but it was that game is really like just that's like I mean I have no idea what that
That
game
for
has
me
to do for
defined
actually.
tower defense. That game defined tower defense.
And then it became like a endless scroller, I guess. But like,
All right then.
yeah.
All right. What's the best games for the 3DS? But it has to be 3D. Like it has to be 3DS specific.
I don't even know what even is the best game on the 3DS. Like generally, what is the best?
The best game we played.
Oh, best game we I don't even know what would be the best game I've played on the 3DS. Like
probably some Pokemon game.
I could, but I don't know if I'd say that's. I'm not saying that would be correct on my personal.
No.
I don't know if I'd say that. I can say like Pokemon, maybe Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but I don't know if I'd say that.
Well, I mean, like this is when you played it, right? If we probably didn't play too many games outside of Pokemon because we'd get each one of us would get one of the different copy of Pokemon, and we'd just play when we were kids.
Yeah, I mean, you're still doing that after. I mean,
well, it's not this like what's it called? Like at that like I think that was the last like Pokemon game we picked up on the DS.
Oh, the ones in the last ones were like Black and White on the DS. And then like and then Sun and Moon came out and then like
no, wasn't it Black and White 2?
No. I played that like after the fact.
No, Black and White 2 on the DS, not Switch.
Black and White 2 is on the DS, but we never picked it up.
Oh right.
Then the 3DS came out, and then X and Y came out, and then Sun and Moon came out, and that's when I hopped back on.
You skipped X and Y?
Yeah. 3DS was too expensive. If the 3DS was cheap,
yes,
I might have gone it.
You got the special
Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon, yeah, that's right.
Because it was a good deal. 3DS was way too expensive.
Fair enough.
But maybe I can say that I liked what is it called, Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
That was a good game.
I think it's Dream Team. Is that what it is? I can't even remember.
What about the any Kirby game? You played a lot of Kirby games.
I think I only had one on the 3DS.
With the mech.
On the mech, I didn't even end up finishing it, unfortunately. Yeah, it's Mario and Luigi Dream Team. That game was also really fun. But no, I never ended up finishing the one on the mech.
Dude, to be fair, any Mario Luigi game is incredible. Like RPG. Yeah.
Never finished the Kirby on the mech one. Oh no, I just never ended up finishing it.
No, that's fair. No, that's a fair point. I think the best game probably on the 3DS was Mario Kart. Like that's the only 3DS game I actually had.
What, Mario Kart 7?
Yeah, that one.
I never played that one personally.
No, because mine's installed on the DS. Like mine came with the DS.
I did it. Mom didn't. Mom came with Pokemon Sun.
No, mine like it didn't come with the DS. I had a code that you went into Nintendo eShop and then you put it and then it downloaded onto DS.
Oh, cool. I don't know. Mine had an SD card with Pokemon on it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So yeah, but
Or maybe it was an SD card. I don't remember, but I had it on the DS.
yeah, I don't know, one or the other. Whichever way you had the game on it.
And then the worst game.
Oh,
Big Brain Academy 2. It's one of the new Big Brain Academies.
this is a newer version.
When I was young, fam.
When you were young. Oh, nice. I don't know if this is the worst game, but I kind of like played it for a bit, then I got off it, and I didn't find. I found it interesting, but then also like I was younger, and I feel like based on what I was understanding, stuff didn't make too much sense. Detective Pikachu. Because like I don't know, like I tried doing some like I tried like, all right, who is the culprit? Oh my god, it's this person. Like incorrect, and I'm like, oh, what do you mean? All the freaking evidence points to this person, and there'll be someone who none of the evidence points to. And it's like, oh, yeah, it's this person. I'm like, what do you mean it's this person? What the freak?
Okay.
What?
And then let's move on. Let's move on to the Wii.
Best game is probably either Mario Galaxy or Mario Galaxy 2.
It has to be Mario Galaxy 2, or Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, one or the other.
Because there is no better game than those three.
I guess unless you're Mario Kart.
No. There is one more game I would like to throw up in consideration.
Okay. Wii Party.
Mini golf. We never played Wii Party.
No, we played it once.
Oh, we did. Kind of game, mini golf.
That game was lit. That game was like very, what do you call it? Like it's not like
game was so, like who came up with the idea? It's like, oh, let's add golf to kind of get like what?
It's not like a visually stunning game for its time, but like it's just gameplay is really fun.
No, you have some hilarious moments. You're like, what the hell?
It's like golf, but let's add some more RNG to and some shenanigans is basically what Carnival Games making offers.
Any takers for worst game?
If you think about it, you can probably find like a whole list of them actually, but I'm trying to think of some. You know what is a good? Do you know what is a good game on the Wii? Sorry.
What? Go ahead.
Kirby Epic Yarn. That was a good game.
Yes.
No, what's a bad game?
Hold that thought. I'm gonna hold. The best feature of the Wii was definitely the motion bullshit.
The motion bullshit. I guess my favorite.
With the sensor, I don't. Yeah.
I hated the sensor.
It's the worst when your sensor doesn't pick it up and your remote starts shaking.
I like the motion things. I hated the sensor. Also, Wii Sports was lit, but I still think to this day that we had some of the best like games you could get on get with the console straight away.
Dude, that's what's so good with us. Like back when we were young, obviously as we grew up, like when we started making stupid decisions, right? As you can see, we're struggling with terrible games because like we never actually went out and like bought games we thought were going to be good and flopped hard, right?
Yeah, but it was also when you're younger, you didn't have like as wide access to internet, so you also don't know.
And then number two is that like back then, companies would not be like, "Yo, this game's incredible," and then like shit the bed with it.
True.
Or comes out broken.
I remember. I didn't own this game. I remember playing it. It was like this Legend of Zelda like training thing. Where you just like shoot with a bow and arrow.
Is it the one where like you came with the crossbow, but we never had the crossbow?
Yeah.
You could not play with that. That
was generally a bad game.
No, but you could not play it because you had to hold both the thing behind the thing.
Yeah.
But it only worked if you had the crossbow.
True.
If you didn't have the crossbow, like keeping the two things in while you're trying to like control it is bullshit. Like that shit was so hard to do, making it not fun.
It was not fun.
And then Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Games is terrible on the Wii. That shit was so bad.
I knew you were gonna mention that. To be honest, I thought of that
was so
after
bad.
I mentioned
the original, not like I haven't played any other ones. Like that shit was so bad.
I don't know. Asterisks. Booty.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Okay, next we're gonna go to the PS3 because that's the one we play. We didn't play PS2. We didn't have Xbox 360. We didn't have the Wii U.
Yeah. No, you probably
I've
had a
got
bunch of
PS3,
fun.
PS4, and PS5, and Switch. We'll do Switch last. Okay, PS3.
Best game on the PS3.
Yeah, but I don't think there's any new features. Let's just go. Except for like you want to talk about like PS4 had to touch it, but like that's stupid. But yeah, let's go PS3. Best and
I
worst game.
I really like Black Ops 2. That game was really
Black
fun
Ops
when it
2
came.
was hands down one of the best games
No, it was
you can
really,
play on the
really
console.
fun when that came out. I also really liked playing Just Cause 2 because that game was just hijinks and shenanigans the entire way through.
Fair
You
enough.
just blow up everything. What else? Another fun game on the PS3? I don't know. I'm
Okay,
struggling
fair
to
enough.
actually think
No,
so.
that's genuinely all because I remember we just sit down and play COD for hours and hours. So like we pretty much,
Yeah,
I don't think we touched any other game.
for the most part, yeah.
Well, what is the worst game of PS3?
I don't think this was the worst game, but it had like one of the worst mechanics of one of the things.
Go ahead.
Army of Two. The parachuting sections you had to use
The
like the
parachuting
motion
section was so bad,
controls
bro.
on the PS3,
You could
which were
not. It's
so
so bad.
bad.
The game
It
was
was
incredible, but
unplayable.
that shit was so bad.
That made the game unplayable. Like, because every part of the level we'd have to parachute somewhere. So you're like, all
Oh
right,
my
some
goodness,
fun
I
gameplay,
remember
and
that.
then
I
unplayable.
genuinely remember that.
Can't
That
play the game.
that was so bad.
So bad. Can't play the
That
game.
was so bad. All right then.
Oh, okay. PS4, I guess. Unless you have any bad
Yeah.
games.
No, I don't know more bad games.
Alright,
But it has to be a
PS4.
PS4. Well, actually, because there's no cross-platform until PS5. It has to be a proper PS4 game. PS for the PS5 it has to be a PS5 game. Which I'll say.
I
All right,
mean,
PS4.
oh, how about there are some games that transferred from PS3 to PS4, but I'll just put this as PS4 because I can.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna
Go
put
ahead. You can play on
AC4 Black
PS3. Yeah.
Flag.
No, that's fair. No, that's fair because we did play the PS4 version. That
Yeah,
was probably one of the better games for PS4. Yeah, I
we
have to
did
agree with you
play
on
we
that.
did play both actually. I played PS3 and PS4 because when it came
I only
out,
played that.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I think we did play PS3, PS4. Yes, you're right. Okay, we'll just leave it PS4 then.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Because that one was supposed to be, like, that was a PS4 launch title.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
what I'm
launched
saying.
title.
We'll just say PS4. Yeah.
Black Ops 3 was a fun game as well.
Not as
What
good as
else?
3. Not as good as 2, but still
Not as
one
good
of,
as
one of
2,
the top
no.
games. Not one of the top
Um,
games.
the one for Just Cause 3, one of my favorite games of all time.
Fair enough.
So there's that. Far Cry 4 was really
Yeah,
good
Far
when it
Cry
came out.
4, yeah, it was good.
I
Yeah.
think that was one of the first games we got on it.
Yeah, it came with the machine. It came with the machine. And
Yeah.
there was a deal where you get to pick one of the games of Far Cry. Because the other game was like FIFA. And like, bro.
FIFA.
Well, no, it's not that. It's like I sat there. I'm like, bro, like I'd rather have a game where like I'll get FIFA, but like it's not that time.
I'm trying to get a game that's not copy and pasted 50 times over.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm trying to say like I like as in like, you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Like as in like at that time it was like I was like, dude, it was a PS4 launch, and then like I was like, bro, no, you got one controller. Like FIFA's like mad when you have like multiple people. It's like I'm not gonna buy FIFA to play the CPUs.
True.
I'm not good enough to play online.
I'd still probably get Far Cry though, personally.
Fair enough.
Yeah, if I had the choice. How about you? Any good games?
No, those were the top games. Like I played as well.
What else was on the PS4?
Rocket League probably was fun.
Yeah, Rocket League was quite fun. I'm just not
Yeah.
good at the game.
No, neither am I.
That's why I don't
Alright.
play anymore.
I don't have any worst games. I can't think of worst games.
I have one game in mind, but I don't remember if it was on the PS4 or PS5.
Go say it.
Racing Bros, is that what it's called?
Oh my bro, that's some free online indie dev.
That was
like I don't even think it's
some
indie. Like it's bro,
it was so
like
chaotic.
Bitcoin mining like stuff. We
This
must have been like
was
I don't know. It was like 5 a.m. or something. It was like, oh, what is this? It's free. It's got to be
this
one of
was
those times. 'Cause I
bad.
don't even know why.
This was bad.
All right,
Oh.
oh yeah, yeah, that game was terrible. All right, PS4. Let's get. Oh, that was PS4. Let's get PS5.
Um. I mean, we still have so many
I
games
know
on the
what I'm
PS4.
gonna say. I know what the worst game is, and there is no question about that. So let's just go.
What's the worst game?
We'll start with the best game. We'll start with the best game. You'll know it. You'll know it.
How about you? You start off the best games.
Probably the best game on the PS5 is like Ratchet and Clank. I don't think that game was so good. That game was fire, bro.
Did you finish the game?
No,
Yeah, I think this is what the PS5 is like. Lucas is gonna be. Did you finish the game? No.
bro, like dude, Ratchet and Clank even on the PS4 was incredible.
I like Ghost of Tsushima, but did I finish it?
Fair
No.
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, Elden Ring is really good, but did I finish it? No.
Lego
uh,
Star Wars, the trilogy, like that game was incredible as well on the PS5.
and then a couple months ago it was free. That was kind of like a low blow, low what? Yeah, low blow. Yeah. All right. What's the worst
Okay.
game? I don't know. I want to hear this now.
Super Monkey Ball.
What do you mean? Don't you like the tennis?
That game was awful. Any of it, like I thought this was gonna be the remake of the one on the Xbox, which is actually a very, very good game, by the way. Yeah, so I came in like with that high expectation because I love the shit out of that game. And then this game comes out, and I'm like, bro, the game is broken. Pretty much, only one thing is playable that I like. And that was tennis. And then like that was
Tennis
like when it was like 3 a.m.
playable
and
is
you're like,
like
oh let's do something. It's like this is 3 a.m. game, let's do something. You put on the maximum difficulty, you can't even win.
it's impossible. It's like playing Dark Souls, but it's tennis. Like you have a chance of not even hitting the ball sometimes.
I love how I say this. I
Sydney's
haven't even
always
played the
winning.
campaign, so who knows how good the campaign is.
The Cameron's I played a teeny bit. It's alright. Racing. I think racing's probably the best actual bit of the game. Everything else is
No, bro, that shit was broken too when I played.
Oh, was it? No, just saying tennis is the least broken is like a. It's like yikes.
Dude, they butchered the dogfight game. They butchered like the what's it called, the shooting game. They didn't have like the one where you jump from the plant. Like you know what I mean.
But that game was scuffed already.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. It's like it's just. I got tennis though. It's really hard. If that ball hits you, out. If they get the ball, it's like 90% chance
No, bro. Listen to this, yeah.
they
I'm gonna
win.
explain it to you like here, like so for everyone that's here, right? Bro, you play this game. If the rally goes long enough, something bad's gonna happen. Like for example, it's like like the rally. If the rally is quick, you know that like someone's gonna score points, right? But if the rally is like long, either three things will happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
One, the ball hits you and there's nothing you can do about it.
It's nothing.
Number
Your character
two,
does an animation. You can do anything.
I swear, this referee raises the net flag a bit higher. So it's the net. Like, there's no reason, bro. I'm hitting it over the net. I'm hitting the same shot, but it hits the net. And
Oh
number
wait.
three, it's like,
Yeah.
all right, this game's like, I'm gonna hit you all the way on the other side. Your character decides to freeze.
Yeah. It's like animation. Anyways, now you're stuck. You can't move for a couple of seconds.
You're stun locked for some reason.
You're stun locked. It's like in those games where you require stun armor to like dodge stuff. Yeah, you can't do anything now. You have no stun.
Bro, but it's funny because like if the rally is fast, like, the scoring is fast, right? But then like if the rally is long, I swear there's no scoring. It's one of these three happens.
And then you have like a 1 in 5 chance every time you hit the ball for it to go out. The ball just will fly to the outline.
What happens pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
No, but I'm being serious. Like if the rally goes long, you know,
yeah.
like, as soon as you rally, I see it go like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, bros, watch, and I know we're not gonna get a point. Of actually us playing good, and then like the net.
And every 2 to 3 hits, the like CPU gets like the smash hit. So
Bro,
they do it
I
here where
can't
it's
even
like
explain.
you have to like be like
All
properly
right,
like careful to hit
all
it.
right. Let's move on to the next and final one, the Nintendo Switch. Before jumping into the Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright, so what's the
Uh,
best game on the Switch?
okay, look, the coolest thing about the Switch is like the removable controls, and you can play like multiple, like the controller multiple people.
You can play anywhere.
Was the coolest thing? What?
You can play anywhere.
Oh, the coolest thing on the PS5 was the haptic feedback and the triggers.
Yeah, true. Probably actually, yeah. Alright, what's the do you know any I feel like there's a lot of
The
worse
best
games I can
game on the
think of.
Nintendo Switch 2 that Nintendo Switch sorry, I played is River City Girls.
I was gonna say that, yeah, that game's really good.
I don't. I genuinely that and like probably Mario Wonder.
I like Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey is also really fun.
Played it. Mario Wonder was incredible.
Yep.
Those are my two. I don't have any more picks.
Trying to I'd say bias. I'd say Legends Arceus, that's my bias pick.
No, that's fair. That's fair. If it's a good
Alright.
game, that's fair. If you think that's the best one out of like the other, because you played Scarlet and Violet and all that stuff.
Alright, worst games. Scarlet That game crashed on me 7 times. On the first playthrough. Not playthrough. First like 2 hours, the game crashed on me like 7 times. Mind you, I bought this game for me and friends. Their ones didn't crash at all. I crashed 7 times.
You go back to the seller. I want a refund.
Yeah, I'll go back to Amazon real quick. Can you undeliver the package, please? I want a refund. And that game ran like do. Like, look, Legend Arceus has like a bit of frame drop, but that game is just bad.
Was the friends switch newer than your Switch?
One of my friends had a day one Switch, the other one had an OLED.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense.
Mine was the only
OLED
one that crashed.
What?
Mine was the only one that crashed.
Yeah, no, I said the OLED makes sense.
Yeah, the other one makes sense. The other one doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Um,
And for me, the worst game. No, the worst game. Come on, there's got to be at least one bad
Nintendo Switch
game that we have.
Sports.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I knew I forgot something. That it was so bad that I traded it. Upgrade.
Yeah.
That and Carnival Game Mini. No, not Carnival Game.
Carnival
Games. Don't even
Carnival Games.
I
That came off
traded
the Switch,
both.
didn't it?
I traded in both, and I also traded in Lego Star Wars Skywalker because like it became free on the PlayStation 5 when you had PS5 online, right?
Yeah.
PlayStation Online. I traded these 3 games, and I came back. Listen to these, like 2 FT games and like a decent game, right?
Yeah.
And I come back with Thousand Years Doors, and I came back with
Mario
RPG. Like, bro, these are S plus tier games. I haven't played them. May appear on the channel soon. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll be appearing on the Switch 2, so higher graphics.
Ooh.
Yep. That's pretty much it. Now let's do a quick summary of the Switch 2 because I mean there's not much we can talk about.
I do want to play it more, to be honest, but I do.
Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the few things that we have seen, right?
Yeah.
So the controls are incredible. I love the magnetic.
Yeah, that's like you were telling me how good they were, and then I used them. I'm like, they're that
Bro,
good.
I joked that this thing was going to be complete like butt cheeks, right?
Yeah.
The magnetic, and then like that age like
milk.
Age like milk. Like this thing was incredible because I'm glad they put like some sort of button. Remember when I told you like how hard you have to pull out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then all you do is like clip, like instead of like doing the struggle where it's like we're pulling down, up and down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also a strong magnet. Like you can do it from a couple santis, and it just in it goes.
It just goes in. It just goes. The snap is so satisfying. Click, click.
The hinge. Oh my god, the hinge is so good. You can actually like.
You mean the back, the kickback?
Yeah.
That bro, have you the shit compared to the Switch? The Switch one was so bad.
Even the OLED, this one like smashes because it has
the Switch one like covers up the what's it called? Covers up the like SD card. Was the stupidest decision of all time. And then this kickback sound is incredible.
It's so good, so good. The screen being bigger. The screen looks really good for an LCD, by the way. Can I say that?
Oh,
Like, it's
bro,
an
it's
LCD.
incredible. It's incredible.
It looks really good. Like, if they made like an OLED version of it, I guarantee it'd probably be like one of the best looking screens. Like on a
Bro,
handheld.
I think I like this thing, right?
Yeah,
Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you, the only game I used to play on the Switch handheld was Tetris 99. I
yeah,
think Tetris 99 is gonna be incredible handheld like for experience for me. But like the screen is just incredible.
yeah. No, it really is.
The fact that you can okay, a couple of things, right?
Yeah,
The fact that you can now plug in Ethernet cable because we haven't had the OLED, so I don't know if you can do
yeah.
that with OLED.
No, you could, which was like so confusing away
It's
from
so good. It's
the original.
remember when we said the bullshit with like Nintendo servers? This
Yeah,
helps a lot. Like I'm not saying the servers I don't know because I haven't tried it, but like this helps a lot.
yeah. We actually need to try an online game, but
And
yeah,
then we got to. I mean, you play with your friends. I don't really play with friends, so I don't. I'll you let me know.
yeah. I
Uh,
have to eventually play with them.
yeah, but you got to buy online again.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Uh, um, yeah, bro. I'm gonna like. Look, we don't have a Switch 2 game, so like we did not buy the. The Mario Kart because it's too expensive. It's way too much money.
It's way too much money.
It
We
is
don't
way too
play it.
much money. Yeah,
We
Mario Kart
played
is
the
not a
original
game
one.
that you.
The original one runs fine. Runs great.
Yeah, we played like Mario Kart 8 on it, but
Yeah,
we only played it because friends were over. Like this is
yeah,
Mario Kart for me is not a game I play unless people are over, right?
yeah.
But yeah, I heard there was a campaign or something like. I sat there, I'm like, I'm pretty much not going to play it. Like, I'll probably maybe like probably the one game we probably pick up on like there is a chance we may pick up like Donkey Kong depending on how good it is.
Yeah, I would wait for reviews before, like, yeah, or
Yeah,
look at
but like
gameplay.
I reckon, like probably Pokemon is the one game that probably would be the first Switch 2 game we that be picked
But
up.
yeah, yeah.
That like yeah exactly.
And,
Um,
and good news, Switch 2 makes Pokemon Scarlet Violet playable, so you want to play the game properly. There
what were
you
you
go.
saying? Sorry.
I'm like, if you the Switch 2 makes Pokemon Scarlet and Violet playable, so if you want to play that game, you can. Like, I noticed how like instantly when I picked it up, because I tried both that and the Arceus.
Oh,
The
you did? Yeah,
Arceus, I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah. You told me.
oh,
Yes, yes, you said that.
this it doesn't feel too different. So when I touch Scarlet Violet, I'm like, oh, it's so much better instantaneously.
Maybe you'll go back and play it.
I'm thinking of going back. I feel like I'm gonna go back. I have to finish that game, but it's like I was playing with friends, and they were kind of
If you
like,
want, you can
stop.
restart your progress and go brand new. Go balls to the walls. Go play it the whole way.
I could. And I'm tempted, but maybe I'll just like put my Pokemon I have in like Pokemon Home or something, and then do that. Like
Maybe.
store
I
them.
mean, you can always make a new account. You can always make a new what's it called, account without like so you don't delete.
Yeah, I can do that too. Or whichever one I think of. Maybe I'll tell my friend. Maybe he'll actually be willing to
Hold
play it.
on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Never mind, never mind. Okay, yeah, yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah. That's about it. That's about it.
Switch to.
I think it's stupid that for the camera to be so expensive. But I'm glad
Oh,
at least you could still connect Joy Cons and you can connect old Pro controllers to the Switch too, so it's fine.
I find out. Did you hear that the free? Not free. It's not even free. That stupid like demo. Not demo. You know what it
Is
is.
it
It's like
$10?
the.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
You
oh
need the
yeah, you
camera.
need the camera, you need a pro controller, you need a normal controller, you need a
Bruh,
Nintendo
it
Switch,
is stupid.
Nintendo Switch subscription, you need a 4K TV, just so you can use the entire thing. Like, excuse me?
That's stupid, bro. That is stupid.
Like,
That
huh?
is beyond.
Like,
Dude,
damn.
I'm gonna hit with this, bro. Like, actually, I've got nothing to say.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like in the past, they gave us Mario Kart on my DS, to DS, but then I realized they do give us Mario Kart. We're just gonna pay extra.
The thing is, though, it's
Um,
um, like PlayStation gives you Astro Bot. That's a good couple hours of just fun. Xbox, I'm not sure what they give you, but they have Game
no,
Pass, so it's like.
Xbox was beyond like Xbox was beyond like saving.
It's not as bad as this, though. I'd say it's
No, bro,
noisy.
it was bad. It was remember Tetris Effects was one of their launch titles, bro. You knew it was bad when
Oh,
Tetris
yeah, no, I'm
Effects
not
was
saying
launched.
that, but I meant more so like some sort of free offering. They had Halo Infinite as a free
Maybe.
offering.
Did they actually? Okay, but that's
No,
different.
there's like the multiplayer, but it's like I mean, that's a year after release, but this, it's not even free, and you need all this garbage with it.
Anyway, we will see. We will see. Who knows?
To be honest, if
Uh,
you want the Switch 2, get it. If you want it, but if you want it as
well,
like a
dude, I think
price
you
thing,
should get this.
probably
I reckon
not.
you should get the Switch 2. I reckon you should get the Switch 2 on the following conditions, right? Okay.
What?
Number one, right? If your Switch One or Switch original Switch or your Switch Lite has been out for like a couple of years now, because like the batteries on those things apparently like are draining fast. So like I'd recommend just upgrading to Switch 2.
Okay, I can see that.
Well,
But
because for example, because like there are, I have a friend who says his Switch dies in like 2 hours or something. I sat there, I was like, what, bro? Like that's not the battery life of a Switch.
yeah, no, shouldn't lie. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's way too
right.
quick.
Just might as well get a Switch 2 at that point, right?
I guess,
But
yeah.
obviously, if the price is too steep, like don't even bother. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. If it's
My
too much for you, don't even bother.
Yeah,
You
that's
go
what I'm
ahead.
saying. My thing is, it's like just wait until there's more games, or there's something you want and you thinking you want the Switch to. Because like I think in the
That
next
is
year or
that is that
two,
is yep.
they're just gonna stop making games for the Switch in the next year or two. But in saying that, they still make PS4 games and Xbox One games. So I don't know. Could be wrong. Like they did do that after 3DS. They kept releasing games for them like 2 to 3 years after it technically finished, but it was very little by that time. So I think it might be the
You know
similar to
what?
Switch.
I'm gonna say two things, right? We will see this year. We'll see like Pokemon. I reckon is the time where I reckon we'll see. I reckon we'll see it on Pokemon.
Pokemon. Should probably
No,
know it.
actually, the reason why I say we'll see it on Pokemon is because Pokemon, right?
Yeah,
Because I think Donkey Kong is a Switch 2 exclusive.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, but Pokemon isn't. So
No, it's
Pokemon will
not.
release on Switch and Switch 2. So that's when you'll see the big drastic. If there's a massive performance gap between the two games, then that's when we'll see.
True.
All right then.
Yeah.
The final thing, let's give very quick because I didn't see anything. There's a lot of game announcements.
Yes,
Mike,
so
you've seen
many.
everything, pretty much. Just give us quick some of your top picks to look out for.
Oh, okay. I will quickly, because some of the games I've like, forgotten just the titles of them. Just from the state of play, of course, is Ghost of Yote. There's a 007 game called First Light. And then
Woo!
there's the Marvel Token Fighting Souls. And
Yes.
if you are interested in, there's a Digimon game called Story Time Stranger, and a game I saw that was pretty interesting in here, if I can find it, is Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evilized Chronicles, which is like a remake, and it's like a top-down kind of game, but it has like the old, because the game has already been remade, but it was like
Yeah.
way back, so it's like it has two of those versions, so whichever ones you want to play. So it's like
Yeah.
a
Fair enough.
remaster slash release.
Yeah.
Summer's Game Fest is the longest thing in the universe and has so many games. Love them for that. Thank you so much, Summer Game Fest. Love you, love you.
I'm
When I mean
always
that,
Summer Games Fest. Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
mean like please shorten it, please. Um. Also, I should say Neo 3, I think, was also in the other one, and Metal Gear Solid 3.
Fair enough.
So yeah, this is
Fair
cool.
enough.
Yeah, Summer's Game Fest. Some stuff that I saw were cool. Emosha Way of the Sword, which
Yep.
that's also, it's like a ninja kind of game that looks pretty cool. There is a beat 'em up, a Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up. Looked pretty interesting to me. What else? There was Death Stranding 2 trailer. Looked kind of weird.
Bro, we can go into more details in the next podcast episode.
Yeah,
anyway,
no.
so
I'm
do
just like
that. Yeah.
briefly. But
Go ahead,
Sonic
go ahead.
Racing. Sonic Racing showed off Miku, Joker, Ichiban, Kazuga, and Minecraft Steve.
Nice.
And
Most cursed thing in the universe.
Lego
Yeah.
Voyager, a small little Lego game which looks fun. Like you can build stuff with Budsby, like little bricks yourselves, which is funny.
Mad.
And yeah, and there's some other horror games and other stuff like that. Xbox Showcase, you got Black Ops 7. So if anyone was like, "Hey, Black Ops 6 is still out," well, yeah, he's Black Ops 7 now. Cool. A game that looked interesting, Keeper. The same people made Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2. You control a lighthouse with legs.
Fair enough.
I don't know how to say it. Half-Life 2 looked pretty interesting. Grounded 2. Clockwork looked really interesting. It's like you can change time and it's like a shooter stealth kind of game. there's Outer Worlds 2, which looked interesting. Final Fantasy is coming to Xbox, so you get Final Fantasy 7 and Final Fantasy 16. Invincible fighting game. Like a 3v3 kind of swapping game. Kind of reminds me of like...
Kind of cool.
Like, what do you call it?
Yeah.
Freaking Mortal Kombat, in a way.
Yep.
Persona 4 Revival. At Fate Ends, this game looks very interesting. It looks kind of like... It's like a 2D... Give me Hollow Knight vibes. I don't know if it's a...
Fair enough.
Metroidvania or roguelike, but it gives me that kind of vibe just from the fighting. Anemo, it's like you control animals and you fight little guys. It looks pretty cool. What else is there that looks cool? There are no ghosts at the Grand Mansion. At the Grand. It looks like a fun game of renovating like places in this little village, but then there's like ghosts and stuff hidden in the thing. Beasts of Reincarnation. Game Freak can actually cook a good game. Ninja Gaiden 4 is also coming out. Super Meat Boy 3D. So if you want to rage even harder in 3D, there you go. And that's all I can think of. There's also... I think there was a Gears of War game and an update for Fallout 76.
I know that Gears of War game.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright then. With that being said, with all that information, we'll put some links so you guys can see some stuff in the bottom. I hope you guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
See yous.
Peace.